Your tiny Jesus. Your golden fleece diapers with your tiny little fat balled up fist pawing.
He was a man. He had a beard.
Look, I like the baby version the best. Do you hear me? I win the races and I get the money.
Ricky?
All right, guys, what's up? Back at it with some back at it with back at it. Yeah, a little bit. Anyways, all right. So today we're gonna be training some back at the LA Fitness. Back, biceps, rear delts, and traps. I kind of combine them all. You can do any sort of pull workout like this. A lot of people do push-pull routines, which is their full body, which is absolutely not an issue at all, considering that you use your whole body in everyday life. If you were to have a physical labor job, you would be working it every day. You wouldn't be seeing a farmer throw hay one day and saying, man, I need to recover from my back the next day. No, he would probably go out and do it again, and your body would adapt to it, which is amazing. The body is the most amazing kind of engine or machine that you can have. It's where you can take a 1 horsepower engine and you can turn it into a 2 to 3 horsepower engine just by consistency and also just repetitions and building strength and mass and all that stuff. No other thing no other motor can do that really. That's what's amazing about the adaptation of the human body. You can't take a Corvette with 400 horsepower without putting something else in it to make it faster, but you can take a human and turn a 135 bench press into a 235 bench press just by training, nutrition, and repeat pretty much. That's it. So start off here with a lat pull down. This is a cool lat pull down. It like pulls apart, so it works your latimus dorsi, teres major and teres minor. Really works the teres minor the most, which is just your outside part of your back. It's a very small muscle, so I wouldn't focus on it predominantly too much. My goal here is just kind of doing a rowing with a close grip, hence less shoulder movement, or not shoulder movement, but just damaging of the shoulders pretty much. The closer your grip, the more back you're going to use and the less rear delt you're going to use. And it just puts you in a vulnerable position the wider you go. That's the only difference. It also stresses your rotator cuffs more. There's no need to do a wide grip back movement. It won't make your back wide. It's just, that's kind of just nonsense. So I would recommend the closest grip you can get. You can do a wider grip if you feel more comfortable, but I wouldn't overly stress it nor use it too much. But anyways, back to the topic of today's back workout. Starting off with when you go to a door and it says push. This is a challenge, just like we're going to challenge in life. When a door says push, it's not a direction, it's a challenge. And you got to challenge yourself every day. A lot of people ask me, all right, and as we talk about challenges in my book right now, just want to make progress, slow, steady gains, as well as possibly move up the weight on the scale, but not very fast, because I still want to be 6 weeks out from any competition if I decide to do it. Here's kind of a shrug that I superset with the lat row. It's a really nice kind of way of doing it because it's actually on a machine, so it's constant tension. It's also easier because then the dumbbells aren't like hitting your thighs or barbells, which is just limiting your range of motion, kind of awkward and cumbersome. So I like to use a machine here from the front and then also turn around do it. That way it hits your middle rhomboids a little bit more rather than just your top of your trapezius, so it's hitting more of your back as well. Give me that really thick look from behind. Considering your back is the legs of the upper body, and a lot of people skip it because they just don't like it. And that's why it's chest and arm day every day. Reps for Jesus every day. Like I said on my last video, I don't go Monday through Sunday. I do chest, arms, 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 chest, arms, and I kind of repeat that process, but on a serious note. I do use a lot of machines, but at the same time, some people would kind of like do this as a mix-up thing, kind of like a mixer in a drink. I don't purely believe in machines, just like I purely don't believe in mixers for your vodka, you know what I mean? So I don't think you need to use mixers in or outside of the gym, or machines inside or outside the gym to see progress. But we've all seen The Terminator, and we know how that ends. So I'll leave it at that, all right? Just think about that. If someone says you should stop working out, I highly recommend them to leave your life. If your mom says it, that's definitely not your mom, because I know your mom. I might be your dad. And no son of mine is going to stop working out. So you might as well get up and get to the gym before I go upstairs and break all your fucking shit. All right, back at it here, finishing up with the lat pull down. Another topic of this video, I should probably make an actual topic. That would make sense. So I know a lot of people go through struggles in life where they either have a surgery or something like that, where they can't lift for a month or 2 months or whatever it is. And just know that no progress is made in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. It's years of progress. And also know that you wouldn't lose all those years of progress in 1, 2, 3 months of actually doing nothing. It does go away a lot faster than it comes, especially for cardiovascular. I believe in 2 weeks you can lose, if you do sedentary lifestyle for 2 weeks, you lose like 50% of your actual progress in regards to cardiovascular. So if you were to run every day and then you just stop for 2 weeks and then you run again, it goes away faster than if you were to do resistance training. But resistance training does take, in regards, less maintenance, I would say, to hold on to, but at the same time, it's a lot slower in regards to get stronger at and to progress from, especially because it's so many just systems in your body, such as just holding on to water and stuff like that. They can also look like it. The way your body processes food becomes better processing food in regards to weight training. Insulin resistance is a huge thing that helps with in regards to weight training, as well as lowering cancer rates. Just make your body overall stronger, but just know that your body doesn't want to get significantly larger. For those who are scared they're going to wake up one day and look like Arnold, because that's impossible. That would be awful, but your body is also a survival mechanism, and the more muscle you have, the more calories you have to eat, and the worse you are in survival. So that is why eating enough calories and just progressing slowly over time is the best thing to do. There's no shocking the body. That's silly, a waste of time. So that's just something I wanted to touch base on, because I had a friend who went through surgery and stuff like that, and that's a tough thing to do, but just know that 2 weeks isn't going to do anything, or 2 months. It's years of progress that are going to shine over it. So, that's just my opinion on that. Kind of like my whole opinion on what you should eat and what you shouldn't eat. The whole video trying to eat chicken without wanting to kill yourself, you're sitting there with a plastic silverware, crushed soul, if that's all you're eating. So just know that variety is the spice of life, just like training. Here's a row machine that I've talked about before in the past. It's really nice. It's like a pull down and a machine row, taking all the stress off your lower back. Really nice. 10 to 12 reps here, getting that pump in. Never be as big as your pump, but it's pretty good to try. So I know we have to wear these shirts in the gym, but I try to, now that I'm leaner, it's nice to actually wear a muscle shirt. Shirts are like lead singers. They're like Adam Levine, and the rest of your outfit is like Maroon 5. Who the fuck is Maroon 5? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need a shirt. You know what I'm saying? I guess I kind of just totally went off a rant there. But, I'm going to try making these new videos every week. Hopefully I stay on topic. Hopefully you learn something here, get a laugh. New videos every week. It's kind of like telling your dad he's coming back after buying cigarettes. It ain't happening. Sorry. But, finishing off with the one-arm dumbbell rows. I know a lot of people like to do individual left and right sides, but if you do the muscle, or if you do the exercise correctly and you're not using too much weight, you can get pretty close to the same results in doing a bench press or a squat rather than a lunge. If you keep because mainly the imbalance would come from just falling over on one side, or one side taking over the other side, and that's really where an imbalance will cause injury. But if there's a 98% chance you'll get hurt, there's a 100% chance you'll look cool. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Hopefully in the next few weeks I'll get some more videos out, maybe more informative videos where I do specific movements and how I've gotten results from them, how I've done them wrong in the past, and maybe you can learn a thing or two, and hopefully I can keep my rants on a minimal. But as you see, I don't usually use a lot of spotters. Kind of going back to the last video, spotters to me are like the pull-out method. The only time I'm pulling out is I'm pulling out of your driveway, because I ain't going to deal with that stuff, you know what I mean? Like, they're good for a limited amount of times. You kind of push your limits. You want to push your limits, but you also don't want to have your life be over. So take that for what it's worth. That's my 2 cents today. Hope you learned something. Peace.